welcome back to the Journey to the FarLands. All right. Okay, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff to get rid of, as usual. So let's bust out of here. And there's nobody unpleasant about, so close up the hidey hole. Find west. Note that it is that way. All right. So let's get moving here. Wait a minute. Let's get rid of some stuff I don't need. I don't need the gravel. I don't need the feather. Actually, I probably do need the feather, come to think of it. Arrows are getting low, so I keep the sticks. I don't need the extra cobble. I've got plenty of wool, and plenty of wood too, actually. So, all right, let's get moving onwards, journeying to the FarLands. Anyway, let's see. This is the 423rd Minecraft day since I left spawn so long ago. And let's see. Oh, yes, the size of the world. The world currently, before starting recording, is at 5,103.73 megabytes. Hello, Mr. Creeper. Get out of my way. And get away from me, you. Oh, he's persistent. Oh, yeah. Do I get any of those arrows back? One. And I don't want your gunpowder. I still have 3 blocks of TNT to use as it is. All right. Okay. 5,103.73 megabytes. Creepers are active as always. And 423 Minecraft days since leaving spawn. I think I said that. Yeah. Traveling in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. Walking westward to the FarLands. The fabled place where terrain generation goes kind of crazy because of building an accumulation of inaccuracies due to the incredibly far distance from spawn. And it makes for some really crazy terrain. And it's an epic kind of thing to go attempt to get to. Of course, it's also 12,500,000 blocks from spawn is where it starts. So, yeah, it's not something you do overnight. But, that said, I'm doing it anyway. Because why not? And along the way, this is kind of sort of a walkathon / charity fundraiser, raising money for Child's Play charity. The current goal is, let's see, $6,346.45, and currently we're at 13.72% of the goal. So that's cool. And that works out. That's basically $62.62 that was raised using the old chip-in widget way back when. And then when that died, I switched over to the Child's Play charity widget. And that one shows 807.86. You add those together and you get basically what is 13.72% of the goal. Great. And that means that we only need like 547 more $10 donations and we'll be there. All right, that would be cool, because that means setting up to do another Livestream of F3ness and all the fun and weirdness that goes along with that. And yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to doing. Well, let's see. It has, once again, been longer than I wanted between episodes, but what can I say? Real life and such and whatnot sometimes gets in the way, and you deal with some things needing to take priority as much as you don't want to, and so on. Anyway, let's see. Okay, a viewer question. Danny Metal asks, can you talk about your beef with chickens in the next episode? I'm new to your channel, so I'm very curious. Well, the thing about chickens, Minecraft chickens in particular, is a thing that kind of goes way back. You see, way back in beta, especially in early beta, chickens, well, and cows and pigs and other things too, were, I don't need that iron either. Get out of there. They were infamous because basically they had collision boxes just like players and everything else, and them walking around, they could very easily push you off a cliff or push you into lava or any number of other things like that. And I know that sort of thing happened to me quite a few times back in the day. And then somewhere along the line, I think it was late beta or early release or somewhere in there, Mojang made a change, and they changed it so that animals did not have collision boxes. In other words, mobs could not push you around anymore. And of course, players couldn't push each other around either. And that was a beautifully fantastic welcome change. But there was still the thing that chickens had earned quite a reputation, and not a good one, I might point out. And plus, it's also kind of a nod to Paul Soros Jr. If you've seen his Minecraft stuff, especially early on, he did a lot of how to survive and thrive in Minecraft, basically, you could call it. And it was series of tutorial videos for new players that would walk you through your first days and your first nights in a new Minecraft world. And he would explain all kinds of things about how various mechanics worked in Minecraft and how to build the first house and do this and do that and so on. And he got very well known for that. And one of the things that he had was that he referred to chickens as spy chickens. And I kind of had to go along with that. My opinion was that not only were they spies, but they work for the creepers. They're the ones looking out and reporting to the creepers and saying, hey, so-and-so's over here, and all you got to do is walk up from this side, and you can sneak up on them from behind. You know, and zap, bam. And, you know, and this goes along very nicely with the creepers' well-known reputation for being able to sneak or creep up on somebody without being noticed, and then until there was a sudden explosion, of course. Oh, come on. And so that's pretty much kind of it. And Another thing about chickens is that he didn't drop any feathers, did he? Is that they can be notoriously difficult to hit, because it seems like their hitbox is like about the size of their eyeball. And that may not be exactly accurate, but it feels like it sometimes. You know, trying to hit a chicken is not easy. Chickens basically in Minecraft are, in my opinion, very handy scapegoats to blame anything on that isn't good. And yeah, so it's just a thing. And besides that, seriously, in reality, chickens are quite foul beasts. Pun sort of intended, but it's also true. You know, fun fact, if a chicken poops on a particular part of your yard, then that spot will not be able to grow anything for quite a while, because what they drop is incredibly foul and nasty. Yeah. Anywho, that, and there's a certain amount of fun in just blaming the chickens for everything wrong and so on. That looked like an opening there for a moment. Anyway, let's see. Time to get some more boats going on. Okay. Get this picked up. And this has filled in while I wasn't looking. And oh well, it's still faster than swimming. Anyway, brief pause. Ah, that's better. I don't know what it is. I can go for hours without any kind of a cough or a sniffle or anything. And then as soon as I hit record, it's one thing after another. And I don't know why that is, but it kind of seems like it turns out that way fairly often. And thus the need to frequently reach for the mute and or the stop recording for a second button. Because I don't want to hear that kind of thing, and I'm sure nobody else wants to listen to it in a video either. Anyway, I hope that satisfies your curiosity about the chickens. I don't know if Notch actually programmed them to be evil, but they kind of work out that way. I'll put it this way. My opinion is that the only good chicken is a sandwich, or maybe a soup. You cheap so-and-so. I need feathers, is why I'm after them now. Anyway. Okay, another recent thing, a recent video comment in the episode that I had titled, well, the vlog that I had titled Water Solution or something like that. I was talking about the fact that I very seldom actually drink water, straight water, because the taste is affected very much in a negative fashion by the severe amount of mineral content in the water. And, well, let's see. There was a comment on that video. That was Mr. Needs, who said, you could boil the water on the stove to get rid of the minerals. I have the same issue for my turtles. I have hard water deposits on the turtles themselves. It's not too bad because turtles can shed their shells to get rid of it, but it stops them from absorbing the light and basking area. Fun times. There's one. And thinking about that, I have, well, in a way, boiling water on the stove will remove, in a way, the minerals from the water. But you don't want to do it in a good pan. And I was recently reminded of this ugly fact, well, actually a few months ago, late last summer. It was either late last summer or early fall. I had finally run low enough on propane that I couldn't use the hot water heater anymore. And so I had to, whenever I needed to have hot water for cleaning anything, kitchen things, washing dishes, cleaning me, and so on, I would have to heat up some hot water on the stove. And I made a crucial mistake. I used my good skillet to do it with. And this is one of those fairly large, not terribly expensive skillets with a non-stick surface and so on. Very good. It's about a 10 or 12 inch diameter thing that's about almost 2.5 or 3 inches deep. It's a really good skillet, very versatile for use in a variety of different things. And I used it this time because at the time all I was thinking of was, well, this will provide the most water of anything else I could use. And so, you know, the most water heated up in one batch, so I used it. And I didn't realize how much of a mistake that was. Because, oh yes, it definitely removed the mineral content from the water. If not all of it, then certainly a significant amount. The problem, the fly in that ointment, is that in removing the minerals from the water, the aforementioned minerals were then pretty much permanently deposited on the interior of the pan. Now, I started with a pan that was in pretty good condition. There was no discolorations or burn spots or worn away spots or anything on the non-stick surface in the inside. And so the inside of the pan was a regulation dark gray, or whatever that particular coating is called. I think it's Silverstone or whatever, and it comes out generally a dark gray color, unlike just plain Teflon, which usually comes out black. Here's a screenshot, well, a picture of what that pan looks like now after about 2 or 3 dozen times of being used to boil water that I needed to be heated up in the summer. Needless to say, I will, at my earliest opportunity, be buying a new skillet. and making a note to myself never to use it for boiling water. Yeah, the water around here has got a lot of mineral content. And this is the reason, actually, that I'm kind of skeptical even about water filters, because it would have to be a really good filter type thing, and the filter material or cartridge or whatever would have to be changed fairly frequently. Shut up, cow. Ugh. I'm talking here. And I can see that becoming a thing that gets very expensive after a while. It would add up. And oh, don't put that on a boat. Jeez. And yeah, I honestly think probably the best solution is the same one that I would want to use for solving the problem of bad internet. And that is to move someplace where the water is better, where the water doesn't do that to a skillet in such a short time of using it to boil water or heat water up on the stove for use in cleaning and whatnot, or for use in anything. You know, imagine a household where you do a lot of boiling things of any particular description, be it eggs or pasta or whatever else you might boil. Can you imagine how frequently you would find yourself buying new cookware? Because getting that out of the pan is well nigh impossible. I suppose you could sandblast it, but, you know, that would be like so much for the non-stick coating, you know? So, I don't know. I think overall the best solution is, like I said, move someplace where things are better. Why there is that much mineral content in the water around here, I haven't got the foggiest clue. And frankly, I don't even care. I don't like the way it makes the water taste. And I'm really not thrilled about what it does to good cookware. It's not that I do a major amount of cooking, and I certainly don't get fancy about anything anymore. But, oh ho ho ho, yeah. Hang on. Thumbnail. Yeah, that looks awesome. Now, if this were not Journey to the FarLands, I would so want to find some way to build something into that would be some kind of an awesome base or tourist site kind of looking thing, or, you know, something like that. Oh man, that is awesome. I gotta go around this way and get a look at it from the other side. Let's hope I don't regret the decision to go along here in the shadows. Okay. So far so good. That looks pretty good up there too. I can see something that would look like a concrete and glass tower. Of course, there's no concrete in this version, but you know what I mean. Or stone and glass, or iron and glass. Oh, man, that is beautiful. Yeah. In fact, another screenshot. Yeah. Gotta love that beta terrain generation. It is awesome. Oh, man. I mean, you think you've seen it all, and then you walk around the corner and you see something like that pop up in front of you. That is great. It's things like that that help make this trip worthwhile. It really does. Looks like it is boat time. Shut up, pig. Okay, yeah. So that's definitely a thing. That would be a great place to build. That or that other mountain over there. That would truly be great to build in a site like that. And that's one of the things I love about this long trip like this. You find so many things like that. And yeah, that'd be tempting to stop and build this huge base and work on this and that and make the whole thing, you know, take 3 or 4 months working on it every day or two or whatever, and make it into something awesome. Of course, then you'd have to leave it behind to continue the journey, which is probably why I don't start something like that. Can you believe I just tried to hit shift to get out of the boat? And then I tried to start sprinting. Both of which don't work in beta 1.7.3 because it was before they were added. Yeah. But, on the other hand, there are many good things about beta 1.7.3. At least 2 of them is the terrain generation, as you just recently saw. Another good thing, an excellent, awesome, amazing thing about beta 1.7.3 is, and drum roll please, no Endermen. They didn't exist back then. And that was great. Whoa. Thank you. Of course, I'm going to need some flint to help make that. And that's probably why yeah, I'll bet you that's why I had the gravel. Doggone it. I threw away a whole stack of gravel at the beginning of the episode. I am not going back for it. All right. Here's hoping I find a good hidey hole spot fairly soonish, because sunset approacheth fast. There's some terrain that should do. As long as I'm not digging into the sand. Oh man, more awesomeness. Look at that. That is great. And turn around this way. Right click to get out of the boat, not shift. Oh man, I love that. That looks fantastic. Well, unless it's full of monsters and stuff, this will be the spot. Yeah. Go ahead and dig this out. Looks like it's pretty much solid throughout, so that'll be good. And now, it's pickaxe time. That's a long fall, pig, but thanks for the big park. Oops, let me get some light in here. Pardon my manners, or the lack thereof, and forgetting to remember that light is always important, because YouTube hates dark. Or maybe YouTube loves dark because it makes dark so much bigger and worse. All right. Throw this down. And let's finish closing the door. Get a couple of more boats. And some more beds. I have to remember next time to start collecting gravel again so that I can dig out some flint and get some more arrows made. I've only got 30 left. Okay. Meanwhile, collect the workbench, and there we go. All right. Yeah. Well, looks like a pretty good episode and a pretty good time to say thanks for watching, everyone, and be sure to stop by TinFoilChef.com where you too can contribute to Child's Play charity and help them getting books, toys, and games and such like and whatnot into the hands of kids in hospitals and make their hospital stays better. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here. Oh, don't tell me that. Are you... Oh, come on, Minecraft. I'm 58 years old. I will sleep any bleeping time I want to. Usually 3 or 4 times a day. Good night. I don't know why it was not decided that you can't sleep in the daytime. Suppose I wanted to sleep in the daytime and skip into the middle of the night. Anyway, it should work now. Thanks for watching.